forgot to record. Look at that. All right. For those of you guys who are coming from either HFX or Forex, and you guys already know that there's compounding plans that you guys do, right? In HFX, they tell you to make a certain percentage, right? To risk a certain percentage of your account. When your account grows, then you do the same percentage and it just keeps growing and growing. The amount that you guys are getting in profit is growing because your account is growing, your balance is growing. Now, excuse me, in Forex, we have the compounding plan, the harmonics compounding plan, right? So it's no different in crypto. We're going to go ahead and show you guys how, for those of you who are brand new, how you can take $100 into $1,000 in 20 trades. Now, 20 trades may seem like a lot, but honestly, guys, it's not. Like you can take 1 or 2 trades a day, and the 20 trade like compounding plan could be done in 10 days. It could be done in 5 days. It could be done in 20 days. It could be done in a month. Like it all depends on you. But I really want to show you how you can compound your account because, and this is with pennies, you guys, we're literally going to start with 1 penny. And that way you guys can see the value in it, because if you guys have brand new people, and if you guys have, like, if you guys show them this and you guys can kind of simplify it for them, then they can do it. They know and they have faith that they can do it. And so they're going to be able to share that with their people that they can do it. And the beauty of it, guys, is that $100, I know that that may seem like a lot of money to some people, but how many of you guys go out to eat and spend $100? Like, honestly. I go out to eat and Michael's like me because he's a fat kid like me. I see his stories. I love food. And so like when you guys go out and you guys are with your family, or we went to the movie theater the other day, we went to go watch Mortal Kombat this weekend, right? And it was my nephews and we got popcorn and we got the drinks. And so right there, we dropped over $100. And so you think about that, a lot of people could have those $100. And so to be able to get those $100 and compound it into 1,000, that is a huge difference, you guys, right? Because $1,000 could really, really change somebody's life. And I'm sure that you guys have heard this before, but 50% of divorces, foreclosures, and bankruptcies could have been prevented with an extra $500 a month coming in extra to a household. So to know that somebody's marriage could have been saved, house could have been saved, or even just their credit could have been saved from filing bankruptcy, right? With just those extra $500, and yet you can show somebody how to compound $100 account into $1,000 in 20 days or in 20 trades. Like that is impactful, you guys. All right. Now, cryptocurrency, guys, I apologize. I have really bad allergies. So if I sound congested, it's for that. Okay. But guys, cryptocurrency right now, it is the talk of the town. You cannot go anywhere without hearing about crypto, about Dogecoin. Dogecoin. You have Elon Musk, right, posting about it. You guys have all of these people constantly, texting or putting it on Facebook, Twitter. It's all about cryptocurrency. So right now is a chance that you guys can not only get educated yourself, but really point people in the right direction, because the last thing that you want is for these people to go out there and get the wrong information and start off, on like a bad, I guess, like the bad track or the wrong track, right? And so right now in the academy that you guys have, we have something called the Swipecoin scanner, right? Now, guys, the Swipecoin scanner has little arrows. For those of you guys who were on my last training, you guys already know that the scanner will give you an arrow when it identifies a break in market structure, either to the upside or to the downside. Okay. Now this scanner, you guys, you can try to do the confirmations. Like you can look at the confirmations to see if it's going to be a trade that you want to take. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I want you guys to see how you can use the scanner for your compounding plan. Okay. Because the scanner is constantly throwing out trades. Every single day, there's arrows either to the downside or to the upside. Now, of course, our scanner doesn't necessarily give us the full like cheat sheet, right? It doesn't give us the trade, but it does give us the tools, and the educators actually made it even easier for us, where they tell us where price needs to break in order for it to be a solid confirmation for a trade to take. Now, if you add up the scanner and if you add up what you get on your app, and you guys combine that with your compounding plan, then you guys are going to be set. Now, I am going to tell you this, with your compounding plan, it's not just to make money. Yes, it is. Ultimately, each and every one of us, we enrolled into this academy to either gain some sort of financial freedom, some sort of time freedom, right? That's what we wanted. That's what we're after, right? An extra source of income. But the compounding plan, what it's going to teach you guys is also discipline, right? It's going to teach you commitment. It's going to teach you how to eliminate your greed, because I promise you that there's about 85% of the people on this call have lost out to trades, gotten stopped out, blue accounts because they let their greed get to them. Can we agree? If that has happened to you, please drop some sevens in the chat. Don't be shy. Let's be honest. If you guys have blown an account, or if you guys have stayed in the red because you guys let your ego get to you, then you guys already know that that is probably one of the biggest reasons why people miss out on the bag. Like, we don't want to be just traders. We want to be professional trade closers. What I want to teach you guys how to do is to secure the bag. When you guys are able to close out the trade and take the money, your balance goes up. That is now your money, right? A lot of times people leave trades open for the potential. But guys, that's going to mess you up. How many times do you know a friend that dates guys or stays with a guy because he's got potential, right? And it's like the bad move. We all know that, right? So don't stay in a trade because it has potential. We got to close it out, secure the bag, take the money, and get in again. All right. So that is what we're going to teach you guys today. Let me go ahead and open up the Swipecoin scanner. Give me a minute. Let me get this going for you guys. All right. Give me a minute, you guys. Okay. All right. Let me, oops. Where is it? Okay, here it is. Let me just share my screen with you guys. Okay. All right, can you guys see my screen? Yes? All right, cool. So guys, this is a Swipecoin scanner. All right. Now, every single one of you who have access to our academy, to the DCX Academy, you guys all have access to this scanner. If you don't know how to get to this scanner, you can just type in swipecoin.im and you have to log in with your username and password. It's the same username and password that you guys use to get into your curriculum. It's the same username and password that you use to get into your back office. So that is what you're going to use to log in to this scanner. Now, the app that you guys have on your phone, the Swipecoin app, that also uses the same password. And if you guys have not downloaded this to your phone, you guys are behind, all right? So if you guys are brand new though, I understand, like if you just enrolled yesterday, then this is probably part of the launch process that the person that got you in is gonna go over with you. But Swipecoin app on your phone, download it, sign in with the same username and password that you set up, okay? Now guys, this scanner has so much value. And I don't think that people understand the amount of value that this has. I remember when I first, and Tia can tell you, we were at the P2000 retreat together. And I remember that I would tell the guys like Sean, John, and all of the guys that I could catch about 1,000 pips on the scalper a day. And they're like, there's no way. Because if you guys understand Forex, then you guys understand that, you know, that's kind of unheard of. Like they're used to catching maybe 80, 100 pips. But when you're talking thousands of pips, that's kind of crazy. And so I showed them and they're like, holy shit, like it's true. So guys, look at this dip, for example, here. Who's writing on the thing? How can I? How can I stop that? I don't know how to stop that, Charlie. Can you do it? Okay. Well, guys, I'll delete that in a bit. So guys, here's this little arrow right here. Oh, there you go. Somebody deleted. Thank you guys. This little arrow right here, it was called out, and look at the move. Like this is when Bitcoin made that big dip to the downside, right? Now, a lot of the times, if you don't know like how to trade independently yet, and I say yet because I promise you, if you guys do what the person that brought you in tells you to do, like follow the videos and tells you like who to watch to learn, you guys are going to learn it, right? But if you guys haven't independently learned how to trade yourself on a chart, then you probably didn't catch this move higher up. but the scalper called it out for you. So this is an opportunity that you guys could have gotten in. Okay. Now this trade right here obviously went for a lot of pips, right? So this is a trade that you guys could have opened up and taken it and just made a really good profit on it. But I want to show you guys these other trades because I rarely mention when there's a lot of consolidation. And although it may look like there's nothing there, there could be something there for you guys to take. Now, the reason why I really want to show you this is because in our compounding plan, and actually let me bring it up for you guys so that way you guys can see it. Can you see does it pop up, the compounding plan?
No, I'm still looking at the scalper.
Okay, hold on one second, you guys. Let me stop sharing that. And then, okay, here we go. Let's look at this first, okay? Can you guys see this?
Yes.
All right. So guys, this is the compounding plan that I have. Now, I can send it to you guys. I know that I sent it to a few of you guys already, okay? But this plan, you guys, you can see it right here, how it has, there's only 20 trades, okay? So you can see here that it goes from 1 penny to 20 cents. Now, I specifically did 1 penny because the people who have KOT or prosperity, you guys can trade with a penny, all right? Now, if you guys are doing, I think it's Hugo's Way, you guys won't be able to do this because Hugo's Way, the minimum lot size is actually 10 cents, like 0.01 is 10 cents. And if you guys have $100, I don't think that the leverage would be enough for you guys to actually do the plan. I haven't tried it on Hugo's Way, to be honest, but the leverage, or I'm sorry, the spread on Hugo's Way is so big that I don't think that you guys would be able to take some trades. Like, I think you have to have more of a balance in order to take that trade, okay? But guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 20 trades, okay? Now the first trade, look, you start off with $100. You're gonna only do 1 penny. That's gonna be your lot size. And all we're gonna do is take 500 pips and dip. That's it. So do you guys see where you have to learn discipline? Because that one little arrow that I just showed you went for over 500 pips. I think it went for like 8,000 pips, if I'm not mistaken. So obviously that's going to be a trade that you want to leave for another account. What I always like to do is if I'm going to do a compounding plan, I like to do a separate account for that, just to build it up. Now, for those of you guys who are also on the business side of our company, this is great. What do you call it? I can't think of the word. This is good to show people because a lot of people think that they need hundreds of thousands of dollars in order to invest, right? But if you guys can show them $100 into $1,000 in 20 trade, and if you guys can successfully do this, then it is proof that you don't need thousands of dollars to start investing to make money. You don't need to be super educated, like to be an independent trader, because you have a scalper, you have a scanner that is telling you, hey, there's a possible trade right here, let's take it. Right now, again, Hugo's Way, for those of you guys who have Hugo's Way, I don't think that it will work because I don't have like the spread is just too high. All right, but for anybody with KOT prosperity, this works wonders. Okay, so you guys can see here, $100, 1 penny, 500 pips and dip. So your profit is $5. So now your total is $105. All right. Now from the $105, it's just 2 cents now. So now your profit is $10 and so on and so forth. So you're literally just adding 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, right? But in 20 trades, you're going to end up with $1,150. Okay. Now, this may not, it may seem like too much to those of you who are brand new, but when, and especially when you guys see the 500 pips, right? But guys, 500 pips in Bitcoin is literally like 20 pips in Forex. How many of you guys that trade Bitcoin or Ethereum, well, maybe not Ethereum, but Bitcoin, how many of you guys that trade Bitcoin can agree with me that trading Bitcoin like 500 pips really isn't anything, okay? So when you guys see how easy it is to catch those 500 pips, it's more simple because you guys can literally go onto the scalper, which is why we're going to use the scalper. So I can show you this because those 500 pips, you guys can do them and then close out. Now, the hardest thing for you guys is going to be to close out. I promise you. Because if you guys, I know it. I already know. Because it's human nature. You guys are going to be like, well, what if it keeps going? What if I catch 1,000 pips, right? But then if you guys don't trail your safety net, and then what if it goes the opposite way and you get stopped out, right? So the whole point of your compounding plan, and this is perfect for those of you guys who are brand spanking new to trading, brand spanking new to leverage trading, right? I know that there's a lot of people that they may be like do the exchange, buy crypto, hold it. But if you guys are brand new to leverage trading, this is a perfect way to learn discipline and, excuse me, and commitment to learning this, to be able to make, you know, bigger profits. Because once you have an $1,000 account, guess what? Now your lot sizes can get bigger. And trust me, I only trade, and I have so many people that they constantly ask me when I post my charts, yeah, why don't you trade more than 50 cents? And I listened and I started trading 60 cents. But even then, I won't trade more than that. Why? Because I split my risks, and I usually trade, I have like 6 or 7 trades open at the same time. So I may be trading 50 cents, but it's like I'm trading $3, $4 sometimes, right? But I won't go more than that on a trade, because you don't need to. When you realize how much profit you can actually make and you're securing the bag, then you guys can understand that you don't need to be greedy. Because the minute that you start getting greedy, the minute that the ego starts jumping into your trading, you're gonna lose. Okay. And I mean, I promise you, you're gonna lose. And so this is what you guys have to look at. So we're gonna take trades, and we're gonna only catch 500 pips, and then we're gonna dip. Now, again, I'm going to mention the spread, because in Hugo's way, it is about 72 pips. So if you wanna do like 575 pips, just so then that way you can catch, like secure a good 500 pips, then I would recommend that. I don't know what Prosperity's leverage is. I'm assuming it's the same. But I always like to account for the spread, only because when, especially like in the scalper, like I don't even do the normal rules of 50, 100, and 150 pips anymore, because the spread got so high. So if you guys want to account for the spread so you guys can secure the 500 pip profit, then you might want to do 575 pips and dip. Okay. Now that's just like a side note, like I said, because I just want to be completely transparent with you guys, so you guys are aware that that can happen. Like, I don't want you guys to be like, well, yeah, I did 500 pips, but it wasn't $4. I'm $5. It was only $4.25. That's because of the spread, right? So 575 pips, just to be on the safe side. Okay. But guys, this is it. 20 trades. That's it. 20 trades. Now, again, I'll send this to those of you guys that want it. Just let me know. If you guys took a screenshot of this, great. I'm going to exit out, because now I'm going to show you how we can use the scalper to catch those 500 pips with all of the other big arrows, or sorry, the little arrows. Because like this is a dream trade, right? You see this and you're like, oh, I want to catch that. You catch the big move down, you catch all. Let's see how many pips this was actually. So they probably would have had it called somewhere around here. So let's say you guys would have taken it right here. Look at how much potential. That's 5,963 pips potential, right? So those are beautiful trades. Those are dream trades. But right now, we want to see how we can catch these 500 pips and dip, right? So we're going to look at this buy right here. Okay. Now this buy, it may not seem like a lot, right? It came up, but if you guys look over here to this side, what are the rules for the scalper? Now, this is what I love about the DCX Academy that we have, because you don't have to go through the entire curriculum. You don't have to go through all of the go lives in order to learn how to use this scanner. You literally just have to be able to do step 1, step 2, and step 3, and identify if it is a good trade for you to take, and then take the trade, right? So step 1 is you have to switch it from the candle chart to the line chart. Now, the reason for that is, you see this little skinny line right here? Okay, that is a wick. Now, the big body, that is the candle. What we want to identify is the closure of the big body. So the wick is something that we do use, but we don't need to see that right now. So we always say, don't get seduced by the wicks, because what you want to see is where price actually closed. But you see this, it came down here, but it closed up here, and the closure is what's important in the scalper. Okay. So what we want to see is where exactly price closed. So we want to switch it to the candle chart. I'm sorry, from the candle chart to the line chart, because the line chart will identify exactly where it closed. Okay. So this is where I would mark up my support and resistance. So you guys are going to switch it to the line chart to identify where price has been. You want to identify any support or any resistance. So then that way you can see where it needs to break out in order for you guys to take the trade. Okay. So this is where I would have put my line. So this is where I would want price to break in order for me to take that trade. Okay. So once you've identified your support or resistance, you're going to switch it back to the candle chart. Okay. So you guys can see here that this candle, it broke and then it closed. Now, if you guys would have taken the trade right here, okay, let's see how many pips we could have actually caught there. All right. So if we would have gone to, okay, back it up a little bit. In the other scanners that we have in our academy, they usually give us the entry price and the safety net and the take profits. But in our DCX scanner, they only give us where to look, and we have to identify if it is a confirmation to take the trade or not, right? So in order for us to know where to take the trade, we actually have to figure out where the entry price is, where we put our safety net, and where we're going to put our take profit. Okay. So if you look over here on the side, now this scanner, the chart, how to use it, there we can show you guys how to use it. Okay. There are some indicators in here, some tools that you're going to be using, one of them being the long position. So the long position is what you're going to be using to identify the entry points, the take profits, and the safety nets on a buy, like the actual what you're going to enter into your platform to trade. Okay. The short position is going to be for the sell. But in this case, we're going to do the long position. So let's say we enter it right there, right where the candle closed. And so what do we want? We want 500 pips profit. Let's do 575 just to be safe. Okay. So guys, oops, I put 57. All right. So there it is, you guys. Look at that. Oops. We want to do, like, let's say 125 pip safety net. There we go. All right, guys. There's your trade. That's it. Boom. You would have caught those 500 pips right then and there. And that's 575 pips. So even though this may not look, because everybody wants this, everybody wants the big trade. Anybody that knows crypto or that's been involved in crypto or that wants to get involved with crypto wants that one big trade. I just want to catch it at the very bottom and have it shoot up to the moon. Everybody wants that. All right. But the reality is that there's a lot of this up and down, up and down. And we need to be able to take that bag, close it, and then look for the other one. Because right then and there, you guys, that's one trade. Boom. You guys would have taken that trade safely. You guys can see that there's no drawdown. There was no drawdown. You guys would have been in that trade, put the TP right there at 575 pips and secured the bag. And guess what? You go to your compounding plan, check. So you would have made $5 there. Okay. Now I know that $5 may not seem like a lot, but we're learning discipline, right? We're learning commitment. We're learning to not let our ego and our greed get in the way. And it's going to be 20 trades. What do they say? It takes like 21 days or for somebody to build a new habit. So if you guys are doing this for 20 trades, right? Take one more and boom, hopefully you guys can adopt this into your everyday trading. And then that way you guys can think twice before letting your ego or your pride get in the way of a trade, right? Because I know a lot of people, and I was actually just on a call. When was it? On Friday. On Fridays, I like to do a call on like the exchange and show people how to buy crypto, where to buy crypto. And I was telling the girls that were on the call how I read an article about a Dogecoin millionaire who didn't cash out and he lost everything. So he was like a millionaire because he invested in Dogecoin really low and it went up a high and he's a millionaire, but then he didn't, didn't cash out, didn't do anything, didn't put a safety net, and then boom, he lost all his money. And so you don't want to be those people. So if you guys can really learn discipline, and if you guys can do this over and over again, you guys will be successful, because I promise you that it will leak over into your other trading, and it's going to take you to the next level. It's really going to take you to the next level. Okay. So guys, you guys can see here that even the small the check marks, you can catch 500 pips. So that was a good one to catch right now. Sometimes there might not be good one. Like this sell, it wouldn't have been a good one. This buy wasn't a good one. But look at this sell right here. Let's look at it, okay? No, never mind. That probably wouldn't have been a good one, all right? But then we have this buy again. So if you look right here, okay? So now we're going to move this line. Well, first of all, let's move it to the line chart, okay? So then we're going to move this about right here, okay? So we needed it to break past this area. So then we're going to look at the candle chart and then see this candle broke out. So, okay, this might not have been a good one because if you guys are going to follow the rules, we need to break and close before to take the trade. So on this one, you wouldn't have been able to. If you would have taken it a little bit lower and maybe caught it there, if you guys are a little ballsy and you wanted to do it, hey, that could have been another 500 pip one. Let's see. Let's switch it, 575. And we're going to do 125 pip stop loss. Yeah, you guys could have gotten that one. So there. See, no drawdown either. But again, that would have been a really, I mean, I would have really thought twice before taking this particular trade just using scalper strategy. But there it is, okay? Now, again, here's another one. Probably not a good one. This sell, though, let's look at this sell. Okay, so let's go over to the line chart again. All right. So then we see here that this is a good place. We're going to mark up here. So we need price to break and close below that area. Okay. So we're going to go back to the candle chart and look at it did right here. Now, if you guys would have waited and taken the trade right there, like you're supposed to, that still could have been a good trade to take. Maybe if it like after once that red candle started coming back down. So I went with the short position. Okay, let me come back over here so you guys can see. Now that it's a red arrow, we're gonna come over here. We're gonna use a short position. Now, usually when you have a break and a close, you will have another candle that will try and retest the area. If it doesn't come back all the way up here, it's still gonna come up a little bit before it comes back down. So once that next candle started coming down, that's where I would have personally taken the trade. So now let's do this again, 575. And then we're gonna do a stop loss again of 125 pips. There we go. Boom. You guys would have gotten that also. Even if you guys would have caught it a little bit lower down here, waited for that other red candle, you guys still could have caught those 500 pips. So how many do we have so far? We have 1, 2. So now you have 3, guys. You have 3 trades. Now look at this buy. Okay, they called out this buy. Now, again, this buy might be one that maybe you want to trade on a different account because this one went pretty high. They called out this trade and it was when it started going up. But for those of you guys that like when you guys see the sells, like those dips come down, and I know that there's a lot of people that they kind of were like, damn, I wish I would have caught it. And if you guys aren't paying attention to the scalper, you guys are really missing out because there was literally no indication that price was going to come back up. Like there was no no fib that could have been drawn. Maybe if we would have had our momentum candles on, but there was like nothing that was like an indication that it was going to start going up, right? So the scalper called the buy. And it tells you right here, as long as it breaks past this, now you see it broke past and then it kind of came down to retest the area. But the minute that you guys see that retest, you guys could have put your trade back on here and look at how many pips you could have caught. Like honestly, again, that would have been a trade that maybe you would have waited, done on another account because that's 3,713 pips. But if you guys would have just, even if you guys would have just been disciplined and caught those 500 pips and walked away and then scratched another one off of your compounding plan, there you go, right? So you guys can see here that even these little trades, like you guys can catch something. And again, you have these arrows right here on the side. You can see buy, sell, buy, sell. Go back and retest. Go back and you can back test this over and over again. This sell right here. Look at, this is where price is at. So then you mark it up here, break, close right here. So, or that actually, this one came back and then it started coming back down. So maybe that would have been a good one to wait on, but you still could have caught those 500 pips there. Now I'm going to share something with you guys. Okay. See, like in this one in particular, if it came back down, like these candles are red and then the green one came back up and then this red one. So like right here, I would have taken that trade. But if I would have gotten stopped out and it came back to this area and didn't cross this area, that's just an opportunity for me to get back in. Like, one of the things that I always say on every single one of our sessions is that you guys need to switch how you look at your safety net, AKA your stop loss. Okay. The reason why we don't call it a stop loss is because loss is what your mind understands. So you have a negative association to the word loss. You have a negative association to your stop loss, which is why we switched it to safety net, because it is a safety net that is protecting your profits. It is protecting your account. So then that way you don't blow the account. Okay. Now, the reason why I like to think positive of my safety net, it's because if I get stopped out, especially if I get stopped out in profit, because for those of you guys that have been on my calls for a minute, you know damn well I trail my safety net. So if I would have come down here, see down all the way down here, I would have moved, like, let's say this is my safety net, right? I would have moved it somewhere right here because it's down here, it's down here. But the minute that this green candle came up, it would have stopped me out. But if I would have taken this trade right here, I would have gotten stopped out in profit with about 2,000 and some pips, right? What is it? Let's say that I would have taken it there. Yeah, 2,300 pips. Now, tell me, is that something to be sad about? Like, you guys really, I know that it did go down to 5,000 pips, but is this something to be sad about? It is not. And a lot of the times, now, if you guys have been on any of my trainings, I do a training on where you can get in safely in a trending market. So when I get stopped out, all it is an opportunity to get back in. But guess what? Now my balance is 2,370 pips higher. So let's say me 50 cents, right? So I'm 1,100 and something pips higher, like 180 pips higher. So I literally have $1,180, $1,180 more in my account now, and I can get in again and I could drop a higher lot size. So I could potentially still catch all of these pips down if I get in safely, which is something that I train on as well, right? Just pay attention to when I come out on Mondays, and I'll be able to help you guys with that. But when you guys see that these safety nets, they really are protecting you, okay? So you have to get in the mindset of thinking positive, because even if you get like stopped out, like if it goes the opposite direction, guys, your safety net is a good thing because it's protecting your account. It's not going to blow your account. Guys, I have a friend who he made $27,000 on a dip when oil went down to like $1, and he didn't use a safety net, and he blew the entire account. I personally, and I've showed you guys where I personally have forgot, like I fell asleep switching, like modifying my safety nets, and I fell asleep and I didn't do it. Like I literally fell asleep with my phone in my hand. And I know that that sounds ridiculous, but how many times have you guys just knocked out, right, when you're doing something? And I blew my account, like literally my balance at negative 147. So I personally know that like your safety net is a good thing because it will protect you. Okay. So every single person on this call today, you guys need to reevaluate how you look at your safety net. First of all, it's not a stop loss. It is a safety net. Make sure that all of you guys call it a safety net. So then that way you can condition your mind to think of it as safety. Think of it as something good. You wanted to protect you. You wanted to protect your profits, right? You wanted to protect your sanity because nobody wants to be in the red. Okay. So first of all, that's what you guys got to do. Second of all, when you guys are trading, you need to make sure that you guys are trailing that. Okay. So again, going back to these little arrows, when you guys see one and there's potential, like on this one right here, and if you do get stopped out, right, if it hits your safety net, then just look at it and see if it's something else that you guys can take. Like if it's there's another opportunity to jump back in, because if you would have gotten stopped out here, but then there was an opportunity to get back in. Even if you wouldn't have gotten back in on this candle, you wanted to play it safe and gone in on this candle. Let's see if we would have had enough here. 575 pips. 575. Look at that, you guys. Do you see? So what you guys are risking, if you're risking 125 pips, and the only reason why I have it that much is because, again, for spread, right? We want to make sure that we don't get stopped out right away. But what you guys risk as opposed to what you guys are like gaining in profit, you guys should obviously be gaining more. But right here, it was a great, like a good example where if you would have gotten stopped out, there still was an opportunity for you to jump back into the trade. Okay. So this is the scalper, you guys. This is the perfect tool for you guys to be able to use your compounding plan. Okay. And you guys already know that this particular scanner doesn't only call out Bitcoin trades, but it also calls out Ethereum trades. So while you guys are getting an arrow, like there was a buy that was just recently called out in Bitcoin, right? And so there was a buy. The most recent one is in Ethereum as well. You guys can see it right here. So obviously that has not been a good one to clear. And guys, just so you guys can see, I know that you guys are like, well, I don't know where to put that line. Guys, the line is already done for you. Look at this. Like you have your educators that are telling you break and close above 2005.37 to confirm the buy. So the only reason why I had to do it on the previous little arrows was because they're already past arrows. And so that little box, it goes away. But look at here. So this is the buy that they called out 4 hours ago, right? It's right here. And if you guys see this little arrow, this little box that your educators are already telling you, they're saying that it needs to break and close above 53,966. The line is already right there. You literally have it set up for you. So the only thing that you need to do is the minute that you see it break and close above this line is go on here. Remember, blue arrow, long position, red arrow, short position. But the only thing you would have to do is just put it on here and then figure out the pips. Now, it's 5 zeros after whatever it is that you put in. So it's 575, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And that's gonna give you, oops, that's gonna give you your 575 pips. Okay. So that's it, guys. Like it's already there. So they make it that much more easy for you guys to be able to jump in on these trades. All right. Now, if that isn't enough, then you guys already know that our scanner, our Swipecoin app calls out trades. So you guys have these trades. Like this trade was called out a day ago. Wait, is that the most recent one? Yeah, it's the Ethereum trade, you guys. It was called out the day ago. And if you click that little arrow, it gives you the coordinates that you literally just have to copy and paste into your phone. You copy and paste. So it's already giving you the entry price. It's already giving you your safety net, and it's already giving you your take profits. So all you have to do is just copy and paste it into your platform and then take the trade and then profit, you guys. If you guys would have seen this one, as a matter of fact, let me go in here so you guys can see. We actually have a little menu and there's a results tab right there. And if you click on the results tab, you'll see the most recent trade. So you'll see here TP1, TP2, TP3, and then you have like the scalper. So the scalper actually called out a sell on Ethereum and 460 pips were caught there. So guys, you have more than enough tools to help you compound your $100 into $1,000 in 20 trades. Okay. So that's all that I really wanted to go over today. Again, I want you guys to understand that this academy has so much value, so much value. Not once did I mention I lied. I mentioned the curriculum and I mentioned the go lives, but I didn't say that you had to be on or had to finish the curriculum or the go live sessions in order to be able to trade the scalper. Like there are specific videos that you can go into in your academy in order for you guys to understand how to use the scalper. Again, it's 3 easy steps: step 1, step 2, step 3. And they even made it easier by identifying step 2 for you already. So you guys just have to go watch those videos, kind of get a feel for it, and go back and practice. There's so many arrows that they give out here that you guys just have to go look at it and see if it's something that you guys should have taken or could have taken, right? And then again, on all of the new arrows that are coming out, make sure that you're taking a look. Now, when you guys get the notification, again, you don't want to be sitting in front of the computer, right? But in that app that you guys have, your Swipecoin app, it gives you the notification like a text message that you have some sort of like a scalper or like a trade that comes out. So when you guys get these notifications on your phone, you guys know to go and look at your computer. Me personally, I don't really like to check the scalper on my phone just because it's so small. But I know when I get the notification, I could just be like, oh, okay, there's a scalper call. I'm going to look on my computer. Now, another thing is each of these little candles on the arrow, they're 15 minutes. So you know that it's going to take a while for it to play out. So if you get that notification and if it's like 15, 30, 45 minutes before you check it, it's okay. Because look at this one. It was called out here and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 15-minute candles before it actually broke. But then what happened? It came back and retested the area, then it went lower. So now you have to wait again. So you guys can already see that it's going to take time for it to play out on the scalper. Okay. So you guys don't have to automatically like jump in. I know so many people that they lose out on trades because they have the fear of missing out and they jump in a trade right away. Now, guys, that can happen when you guys are trading with your when you guys are using your Swipecoin app as well. Because if you guys get the Swipecoin app on your phone, you're going to get a text message or a notification, just like a text message, that says that there is a new trade. Now, I am super confident, 100% confident in telling you that if it is a Nick Gomez trade for XRP, take it right away, only because his trades usually play out right away. The minute that you enter it, it's usually already in profit. And so you don't want to miss out on his trades. Now, the beauty of the app, though, is that it does notify you. Like if you guys come in here, remember where there was a tab for results, the menu, like up here, right? You click the menu. There you go. And then you see right here where it says leverage chat, right? So that's going to be where you want to look at the chat because they're telling you step by step what's happening. So when he called out that Ethereum trade, then it says trade update. Trade is now over 200 pips in profit. Move your stop safety net, right, to break even. So then that way it's a risk-free trade. So they're literally telling you step by step what's going on. But on Nick's trades for XRP, they usually play out right away. So you have to, if you see an XRP trade alert, you probably want to take that right away. His accuracy is really good, you guys. It's is it in the 90s? Do you know, or in 80s, high 80s? It's pretty high, you guys. If I'm not mistaken, he may be like high 80s, maybe low 90s, but his accuracy is pretty good. So I have no problem taking his trades right away. Now, if it is a trade from Picasso, I do not recommend you taking it right away. Not because it is not a good trade. Picasso is one of the most brilliant crypto traders, crypto educators that I have ever had the privilege of learning under. But his trades aren't like market executions right this moment trades. And I don't think that people understand that, especially if they're brand new. So this is where we want to really educate you. Here we have a trade, right? Picasso called out a sell. Okay. Now, Picasso called out this sell 3 days ago. Now, if you click this little arrow right here, this little check mark on the bottom, he's telling you what to look for. So he's saying, BTC USD looks like it could continue its drop towards 42,000, selling between 50,950 and 51,250. Stop loss and trade invalidated with an open and closed candle above 51,500 on the hour. So he's not telling you, hey, jump in this trade now. He's telling you, hey, I'm looking at a trade around this area. I think it's gonna keep going down. So if we don't have a candle, that closes above this area on the 1 hour, we could possibly take this sell. So he's telling you to look out for it. So yes, it is still a copy and paste trade, but it is a copy and paste trade once those like areas have passed. Like once a candle does not open above 51,500, and once you get to those areas that he marked up. And so this is where I feel that a lot of us, and I say us guys, because trust me, I am not safe from that. Like when I first started, I took those trades and I was like, God damn it, I got stopped out. And I know a lot of people that have done that. It's inevitable. We see it. We have a fear of missing out. We're humans. It happens. So what you want to do is you really want to get in the habit of reading Picasso's trades, right? And you want to be able to understand what it is that he's saying. So then that way you can safely enter that trade, because chances are that was a great trade. Chances, because that trade ended up playing out. It didn't quite go to 42,000, but it did go as low as 47,000 and some, whatever. Right. And so even the people that did, like if they jumped in on the trade right away, they got stopped out because it did go back up and then it came back down and then it went back up again. It wasn't until the third time down that it actually played out all the way. And so, but again, if you guys would have paid attention and moved your safety net, trailed your safety net, got and stopped out in profit, you would have secured the bag. It would have come back. You could have entered again. Then if you guys would have secured again, trailed your stop loss, and it came back, you got stopped out with your safety net, and then you guys could have secured the bag and entered again. So you have to look at it positively, guys. Every single trade that is given out, there's something to look at. There's a potential trade, right? And of course, we don't want to stay in potential trades, but there's always an opportunity to get in. And we are teaching you guys, not only like this, where we're showing you guys how you can compound your account, right, from 100 to 1,000, using the tools that this academy has given you with your curriculum, right? And we're showing you where to find the knowledge so you guys can apply the knowledge. So you're not entering these trades blindly. You are entering them with an educated technical analysis that you guys have done based on all of the knowledge that you have gotten from these millionaire expert traders. And guys, they say that knowledge is power, but that's not true. Applied knowledge is power. Knowledge is nothing if not applied. So everything that you guys learn, don't just take notes and then close your book and put it to the side. You need to apply it. So every single person that's on this call today, you guys need to, first of all, if you haven't gotten that compounding plan, ask me for it. I'll send it to you. And then you guys need to go and back test. You guys need to go and see how many trades you can successfully take, right? With using the tools for the scalper, step 1, step 2, step 3, right? Or using the Swipecoin app on your phone. Because then once you guys do that successfully, not only will it bring your confidence level in trading up, but it'll also encourage you guys to get more knowledge. Why? Because now that you know that you can trade using the scalper, now that you know that you can copy, paste, and profit, it's going to encourage you to really get in there and learn. So then that way you guys can start ping-ponging like how I do it, right? You guys can start getting on the charts like over here and start seeing, what you guys can see. Like, let's take a look here. I'm gonna show you guys my chart. You guys can see it, right? Charlie, can you see my chart?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so guys, let's take a look at this right here. So once you guys are able to use the scalper, use all of that, it's going to encourage you guys to learn, so then you guys can jump in on all of these trades. Guys, these are all trades that we took. Like, I marked them up, my partner and I got Charlie here, he's sitting right in front of me, where we should, like, this is a sell area. This was another safe entry for the sell area. This was another safe entry for a sell area. This was another safe entry for a sell area. Another one here. Even if we would have gotten stopped out in all of these entries, right? From here to here, 1,500 pips, okay? From here to here, if you guys would have gotten that low one from here to here, another 900 pips. From here, oops, sorry. From here, let's say from the lowest entry to here, another 1,500 pips. Like, do you guys see the potential? Sell area, sell area, sell area, sell area, sell area. You do some ping ponging, then you get into a buy, you get stopped out, get into another buy, get stopped out, go into a sell, get into a buy, get stopped out, get into the buy again, get stopped out. This right here is a perfect example of your safety net. Check it out. If you guys would have entered this trade, like me specifically, I always take one trade here, another trade in the middle, and another trade at the bottom, right? So even at the top, if I would have taken this trade, I would have trailed my safety net and probably gotten stopped out right here. That's only 300 pips, okay, from my highest entry. But then guess what, guys? It came back into those areas. So was I mad? No, because I secured those 300 pips on that one trade, right? And got in again. And then look at this one, it went up higher. And then once I got stopped out, so now I caught 300, right? And then let's say I would have gotten stopped out again around here. I caught another 600, right? So let's say that's 900 pips. And then I got another buy area here. So then here, that's 900 pips, as opposed to letting me be in drawdown and coming back up here and then getting stopped out over here, right? Which is 1200 and something pips, when I could have just caught those 300, 600, and then from here, caught this up here. You know what I'm saying? For another night. So I could have caught almost 2000 pips, which was almost 800 pips more than I would have caught if I would have just held on. So this is where a safety net is great, because you're going to get stopped out, but securing the bag, that money is going to go into your pocket. All right. But once you guys understand that this is something the academy gives you that you guys can learn how to use and make money off of it. The app on your phone is something that the academy gives you, and all you have to do is just use it, copy, paste, and profit, and make some money. It will encourage you. I promise you, if you guys open your mind, it will encourage you to learn. So then you guys are able to enter all of these times and all of these trades. Okay. And then you guys can continue to watch the Go Lives and evolve with Bitcoin, evolve with crypto. Okay. Now, again, for those of you guys who are brand new, we don't only leverage trade, we also do the exchange. The educators that we have, they give us plenty of coins that you guys can purchase, and they give them to us at such a low, like they're giving us like first pick, like they're telling you, hey, buy this coin, and you guys are catching these coins at like 0.0001, like they're not even a penny, and you guys are buying them up. Now, if you guys haven't taken advantage of the exchange, Curtis Cobain, who also, for those of you who are brand new, Curtis Cobain is the person to watch for all of your basic crypto, like I guess trading, because he teaches on fibs, right? And so if all of his recent videos are going to be for the exchange, but if you go to his favorite recorded sessions, all the way to the bottom, the very first videos that he has saved on his favorite recorded sessions, those are the ones that you want to watch. Those are the videos that you guys want to really stay on, take notes. He does have really long videos, you guys. They're about 2, sometimes 3 hours long, but it's worth it. I promise you. He's funny. He's easy to listen to. So that's who you want to watch for just like the basics when it comes to trading crypto. But for the exchanges, you want to jump on Curtis Cobain. He actually has an exchange chat on the app as well, where he gives you a list of the coins that you guys should have. And then if you guys aren't jumping onto Jason Brown and Nick Gomez's sessions, you guys are missing out, because them two also will give you coins that you should be buying. Nick Gomez had called out, what's the one I told you? Super bid, right? Super bid. He gave out super bid. He called it out when it was like a penny. It went all the way to 10 cents, you guys. So if you would have just invested $100, you guys would have gone 10 times what you invested in. So these are coins that if you jump on their lives, you're going to get that info. So please, please, please do not sleep on the Go Live sessions. There's so much value that this academy has to offer that I truly believe that people they're not aware of what they have in the palm of their hands. Like the knowledge, like you guys have to understand that there's people that they pay thousands and thousands of dollars in colleges to get just some of the information that you guys are getting in this academy. Like there's people who pay people thousands and thousands of dollars to do what we do for ourselves. They pay somebody to do it for them, and like you guys can learn it. You guys can all learn it through this academy with the educators. First of all, the curriculum that we have, just so you understand the history, and then everything that the academy has to offer. All right. So please, you guys, if you're brand new, do not take this for granted. You guys definitely want to go through the curriculum. And guys, our academy, the DCX Academy, it is the shortest academy, because crypto has only been around late what, 2013, 2014. So there's only so much information that we have on cryptocurrency. So once you watch I think there's like maybe 18 videos, maybe 20. Once you watch those videos, like you're literally evolving with crypto. All right. And I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but it is the money of the future. For those of you, my LA people, there's like a real estate company out there that now accepts Bitcoin to pay your rent, right? For apartment. For my Miami people, there's a club that accepts Bitcoin and Dogecoin. Is it the Mavericks, the Dallas Mavericks, that they accept like now Dogecoin also for like tickets? And I don't know how much Dogecoin they gained because they were already accepting it. So this is the money of the future. Like cryptocurrency is going to be what we're going to be using from now on. So it's better that we get educated, you guys, that we stock up on the coins that we can. Because what if every single person on this call like listen to me, right? And you guys all go and you guys all stuck up on these coins, right? And then 2 years later, we're all on this call and like everybody tells me that they're millionaires because they just like XRP went to like 50 grand and you guys, I don't know, bought $200 worth and now you guys are millionaires. Like, wouldn't that be the best thing ever? So you guys have the knowledge, you guys have the people who are really taking their time to show you. So don't take it for granted. I'm going to look at the chat really quick to see if we have any questions that I missed because I talk a lot and I don't look at the chat. Sorry, I don't know what happened. Leverage. Okay. Somebody said that they're going to start their account with 500. Hey, if you guys can compound any size account. So just remember that. Like I started with a penny because I want to make it simple for all of my brand new people. Like my goal is to have anybody trade. Like anybody that you know, any one of your friends, or your tias, your cousins, whatever, like for them to be able to trade. And if you start with $100 and a penny, and they're like, wait, a penny and $100 and I can turn it into 1,000. Yes, ma'am. Yes, you can. So it makes it, it gives them the faith. It gives them that belief in themselves that they could do it. But for those of you guys that are advanced, that have been involved in this for a minute, if you guys want to start at $500 and start with 20 cents and then 21, 22, build it from there, man, you guys could really compound those accounts. Okay. Can you run over another example for a long? I hope I did because I gave like three examples. So we're good. Same up to 1,000 pips. Big dip on Bitcoin. Yes. Why my name is Spanish. What stop loss you recommend? Okay, guys, for the scalper, I always do a 125 pip safety net only because the initial, like back in the day when the spread wasn't that high, it was only 50 pips. And so 125, it's like the 50 pips plus the 75 for the spread. So I always do 125. Sometimes I do 200 just to be safe. But if you guys are following the rules and catching the trade where you're supposed to after it breaks and closes and it retests and then starts going in the direction you want it, you should have zero drawdown. Like you should. But sometimes we get in a little prematurely, right? We're in a drawdown a little bit. So just something that you're comfortable with, because your safety net is what you're willing to risk. Your safety net is like whatever you want to pull out of the ATM before going to the casino. So whatever you're comfortable with, just do the math. You know, 0.01, it's a penny. So if you're doing 200 pips, guess what? That's $2. That means that you're willing to risk $200 on that trade. I'm sorry, $2 on that trade. As I recall, you suggested that we really look at Nick Gomez's calls. Yes, Nick Gomez does a lot of calls. He does the intro like Crypto 101, but he does give out a lot of coins. If you guys are interested in building your portfolio, that's who, like Nick Gomez, Curtis Cobain, and Jason Brown always give out good coins. When you ping pong, are you on the hour, the 15-minute, on everything? When I'm ping ponging, I'm on the 15-minute, on the hour. Mainly those two. I don't ping pong on anything bigger. I came here straight from Curtis' call. Curtis's call is great. I mean, I hope you guys are really using the exchange. I know that there's a lot of people who are out there who don't know how to buy coin, and Curtis really goes into how to buy the coins because XRP, guys, XRP went down to, if I'm not mistaken, it went down to 70 cents. Like that's how much it went down. And XRP is not something that you can buy on like Coinbase anymore or even crypto.com. So you literally have to buy like Ethereum or Stellar, and then from there, send that to another exchange and then sell your Stellar or your Ethereum to USDT, which is Tether, and then from there buy your XRP. So it is a process, but if you guys do it, then you guys can stock up on XRP because XRP will keep going up, you guys. That is one coin that I do recommend you get as much as you can. I just enrolled somebody today who spent 5K to learn. Damn. See, look, our chairman 25 here, Tia, said that she just met somebody today. She enrolled somebody who spent 5 grand to learn how to trade what we have. So if that doesn't show you how much value we have in our academy, I don't know what does, you guys. There's too many stories like that out there where people are, there's just so much that they're investing, which is good because they're still investing in themselves. But I guarantee that they'll get more value in what we have to offer than any other courses that are out there, okay? For those coins, I can't use Binance. What are you guys using to buy those coins? I use, yeah.
He talks about.
Guys, look at for those people on the exchange chat. This is in our scanner, in our Swipecoin app, the exchange chat. All of the coins are in there, and they actually tell you where to buy them there. For those of you guys, for that person who's asking, they're right there. I know you guys can't see, but if you guys go into your exchange chat, and he has these charts, and he actually it tells you where to buy them. A lot of them say Kraken, Binance, Coinbase, Exodus. So, or Exodus wallet, I think is just one where you can transfer it. But yeah, so guys, go check out the exchange chat on the Swipecoin app, okay? Use different exchanges, done already. I wish XRP, I wish XRP goes to 50 grand too. I've done 1 to 100 before from Ethereum. Boom, there you go. All right, you guys. So I hope I answered all of your questions. I hope you guys got some value from this. Again, if you guys need that compounding plan, let me know. I did already send it to some of your guys' leaders, so you guys can ask him for them as well. But if you guys do have any questions, feel free to message me or to ask the person that invited you to this call. But with that being said, you guys, I will see you next Monday. Bye.